Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Stoney Acres Gardening. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a very simple, very inexpensive way to add vertical growing to your garden by putting in a very simple garden trellis. So I am all about inexpensive, okay? I guess you could call me cheap. I like to have inexpensive things in my garden. I want to make gardening accessible to everybody, and so this is my very inexpensive way to put some vertical gardening growing in your garden. This trellis is going to be very good for things like cucumbers, smaller melons like cantaloupes and things like that, or beans or peas. It's probably not the best solution for bigger, heavier melons and squashes. You may need something that's a little bit more sturdy for those, but for light things that you just want to grow up, maybe some flowers there as well, this is just a really good solution, and it's very inexpensive. So let's talk about the ingredients. You need 3 2x2 pieces of lumber. That ought to cost you about $9 total. If you want to get fancy and you've got some fancy tools and you've got a table saw, you could actually even bring that price down a little bit more by buying 2x4s instead of 2x2s. Those are actually only about $4 a piece. You can split them in half and that will drop the cost of your lumber just a little bit. So you could get it down to like $7 or $8 for the lumber that way. All you need is something simple like pine or Douglas fir. It's only going to be out in the summertime. You're going to take it and put it away in the wintertime, and so it's not going to be out here with all the moisture of winter and everything, and so this lumber should last you a long time. These boards have been around in my garden for well over 10 years already, and it should be very durable, even if you just go with a pine or something like that. The next thing you need is some eye hooks. So these little eye hooks are what we're going to attach the twine to. You can pick up a package of 14 of these eye hooks at like your local big box store in the hobby section. A hobby store, a hardware store is going to have these little packages. They're about $1 each, and you're going to need 2 of them. So you need about 28 to 30 of these eye hooks, okay? Then you're going to need a little bit of twine. Some simple garden twine. You should be able to pick up a roll of that for about $2. So we're $9 in lumber, $2 in hooks, $2 in twine. That's 13 bucks, guys, to build this trellis. It can be anywhere from 8 foot wide to a little bit smaller, like I've only gone 6 foot this year because that's what I needed. Very simple now to put together. So here's what we do to put it together. First thing you want to do is you want to actually cut a pointy end on each of these vertical aspects of it. So I just use my chop saw, cut a 45-degree angle. That's going to help those to drive into the ground. Then you're just going to drive those guys into the ground so that they're fairly even and level, and then you're going to put the top piece on. And that top piece, you're just going to put a couple of screws, one here and one here is all you need. And then you're going to put your eye hooks on evenly across the board, and then you're going to run your string between. And you want to run the string first horizontally. Make sure that these horizontal ones are nice and tight, and then I cut individual lengths of string and I wrap them around the horizontal pieces and tie them at the bottom. Done. Simple. Took me 15 minutes to put this thing together, less than $15 to make it. That's in the prices I gave you, by the way, are 2024 prices. So you should be looking at less than $15 to put this thing together, and it's going to last you for years and years and years. So we're looking at like $1 a year that this is going to cost you. So a great solution for some of your lighter crops. Again, I wouldn't use it for heavy melons or squashes, but it's going to be perfect for beans or cucumbers or cantaloupe or anything like that. Are going to grow really well on this. I've got mine this year on my cucumbers. I'll do a little bit of a cutaway here. You can see they are just getting to the stage where they're going to start putting up those vines here in the next week or so. They'll start to climb, and that gets them up off the ground, and it's just a super inexpensive way to add vertical gardening to your garden. And so get one of these built. They're so cheap, so inexpensive. So hopefully this idea was helpful to you. I love this trellis. We have had this trellis or some version of it in our garden for 20 plus years, and we love it. So very simple, easy way to do it. You can take it down, put it back together every year. It's just perfect for growing vertically in your garden. So that's all I have for you for this week. I just wanted to show that little simple solution for you. Hopefully it's helpful to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions you have down in the comments below. Make sure you get subscribed to my channel, and we'll talk to you next week. Happy gardening. Hey guys, thanks again for watching, and make sure you get subscribed to my channel. Here's a couple of videos that YouTube thinks you're really going to enjoy. And I also wanted to have you go check out the Gardening Academy, which is our monthly membership service where we grow great gardeners. There's a link in the description of this video you can click on to learn more, but I'd love to have you join us over there. Happy gardening.